Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. I hope that you are having a lovely first couple of days of September. Yeah, we've made it to September already, and in today's video I am going to be going through all of the products. Well, I'm going to be talking about the products that I tested in August, but I need to start by saying August was August was a rough month for me. I started the month, or like the first half of the month, I had tonsillitis, so I had a few days there where I just felt so rubbish that I wasn't doing my makeup if I wasn't at work. And then the second half of the month, currently recovering from a sinus infection. So the whole side of my nose and eye socket and all up here was so swollen and so painful, and I've just been having a real rough time with it. So again, I've had a lot of days in the second half of the month where I haven't been putting makeup on if I haven't been leaving the house. That's why a lot of this month you only got 3 videos a week, because I wasn't able to like film as much as what I would like to, and like the extra videos that I was doing, because I was feeling so rubbish, I was having to put those up as like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday video, so you weren't getting, you know, anything extra to that. So there will be more videos, I mean, touch wood, there will be more videos hopefully coming up in September, as long as I don't get another ailment. But that is just sort of to say that a lot of these products I haven't had a lot of time to try them out, you know, in various different ways. Foundations and things I haven't had a chance to try with different primers or do full day wear tests, that sort of thing, because in the mornings I have just been chucking on I mean in the second half of the month, the last maybe 10 days or so, I have been putting on the bare minimum. Like, I've literally just been putting concealer on here and tapping it in so gently with a brush, because it's been so painful to put literally anything on this eye. Like, I've just been doing nothing. Today is the first day in about 2 weeks that I have done anything more than just concealer and mascara and like brows. So I haven't had a lot of time to play with a lot of these products, but I will of course keep on playing. And the next little bit of information, if hypothetically speaking, and I don't mean me, but if hypothetically somebody were to post every single day in say a month, in say October, if somebody, not me, if somebody were to post every single day in October, what videos would you want to see? Like I say, it's not me, it's not me, it's not me, could be me. If I were to do everyday October, what would you want to see? And I'm just going to leave that at that, and I'm going to move on to all of the products that I tested last month. So this was actually at the very end of July, and I didn't have enough time to test it to talk about in my July favourites, but the 17 products, I have been absolutely loving these. The cheek and lip stick, and this is in 30 Coral Sunset. I've tried this again, I've tried it over lip balms, I've tried it in different ways. I don't like this on my lips. I love this on my cheeks. This blush, I absolutely love. I simply love it. I mean, if you've seen my channel before, you know that I love an orange lip and an orange cheek. I don't need convincing, but this is a really beautiful one, and I really like that it's the slimmer stick as well. Like, you get less product, which I know sounds counterproductive. Who uses up a blush? Not this chick. Never, literally never. I don't think I've ever finished up a blush. I could finish this. If I set my mind to this, I could finish this. So I like that it's a smaller amount of product. It's not going to go off in my collection. And then the other products that I wanted to talk about from that video is the tinted lip butter, specifically Peach Nude, which is 020. This colour is the perfect peachy, nudie, basically feels like a lip balm but gives a really great amount of colour, feels so comfortable on the lips, really nice and hydrating, but also really pigmented and so easy, again because it's in that like slim stick formula, really easy to just reapply throughout the day. And I have been reaching for this colour the most out of the two that I got. I do believe that the other shades are back in stock now. I think there's a red and there's like a brown. I'm not really interested in picking either of those up because I've got a lipstick collection that could rival anybody's, but I really like the two that I have got, specifically the peachy one. Then we need to talk about P. Louise. I haven't got next month's or this month's box. It just felt like too much of a risk. There was the choice of 3 different like lip sets. You could get 10 lip liners and like a lipstick book thing. Not the kind of makeup that I do. I mean, I love the idea of the lip liners, getting like 10 shades in like varying shades of, I think it was like nude, pink and red or something like that. I like the idea of that. The lipstick book thing, I'm not going to use a product like that. And then the other products were like random choice. And you know that I would get the ones that I'm just not interested in. So I haven't got that. If I feel like I want to, once I've seen people's reviews of like the lip liners and stuff, I might pick up a lip liner kit, because really that's the only product out of that whole monthly box that I'm interested in. So I haven't got next month's budget box. However, talk about last month's budget box. The only product that I have tested again is the glittery liners. I feel like I probably could have used one of these today. This look was posted a couple of days ago. If you are at all interested in it, it was a roller coaster. This whole thing, if you saw that video, you know. But the glitter liners, these are incredible. If you're like me and you're a magpie and you like things that are shiny and glittery and sparkly and all of the things, you will absolutely love these. I really hope that they bring out more colours of these, especially coming into the festive season. Yes, I said it. Yes, I am already thinking about Christmas. I'm possibly already thinking about Vlogmas. But I really hope that they bring out more shades of these, because these are beautiful, so glittery, so incredibly, I mean obviously they're a glitter liner, but they're not like a wishy-washy glitter liner where you have to put it over something else. You can just use these on their own. The amount of glitter in each swipe is fantastic. They last incredibly well. I have worn these to work. Yes, I am the kind of gal that wears a glitter liner to just go and work in a cafe. Yeah, that's how I spend my life. And even this month, where I've been feeling crap so much of the time, I have made myself feel better by wearing colours and by wearing glitter a lot of the time. And products that I didn't like from that budget box, like the eyeshadow palette is lovely. I haven't reached for it again. What's this? What are these? I have tried to use these in a variety of different ways. I've tried to use them over a lip gloss. I've tried to use them just by themselves. I've tried mixing different colours together. So bad. So bad. So awful. Feels awful on the lips. Looks awful. The colours, I don't know who would use a product like this, because it looks awful. I mean, it looks awful on me. I've seen a few different people use them online, other creators that I follow, etc. So bad. So bad. Hate it. Gonna probably be chucking all 4 of them. I mean, I might see if I can sell the 2 that I still have sealed on Vinted, but honestly, I'm gonna sell them for like £1, because otherwise I'm ripping you off. Awful. Just awful. Then, the next video that went up, and I've just got my little notebook here, Project 10 Uses. Just wait until I give you my next update for Project 10 Uses. I switched up the way that I was doing my project pan. I have done a project pan for years and I have always fallen off the bandwagon so incredibly easily. Like the tiniest little nudge and I'm like, I'm off. I've really struggled with it up until now, so I changed the way that I do it. Instead of just having products in there until I use them up, I am now doing a monthly update, which will be coming in the next week or so, and I am only aiming to use the products that I choose, the 10 products that I choose. I am only aiming to use them 10 times each. And I am purposefully choosing products that I love. I am purposefully choosing products that I've either already hit pan on or I'm very close to finishing up, you know, that sort of thing. And I'm just focusing on them. And the problem that I have, such a first world problem, just let me have it. Because I have such a big makeup collection, I always just want to use whatever I've got that's new. I always just want to be, you know, trying out the new foundation or trying out the new blush, trying and getting my head around all of the new products so that when I come and give you my update like this at the end of the month for all of the new products that I have been trying, I can actually give you my thoughts on all of those products, which is fine. But that does mean that my makeup collection doesn't get used up. A lot of the time, like I say, I don't think I've ever used up a blush. I don't think I've ever used up, I was about to say I don't think I've ever used up a bronzer, but I have. I did use up the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer last year, this year, I've used it up. At some point I used it up. But my point is, because I'm now just saying 10 uses. 1 month, 10 uses. 1 use out of every 3 days. Easy. I can do that. I do my makeup every single day usually, not in August because poorly, but I'm not going to spoil it, but I have some quite phenomenal updates for you. So if you are at all interested in project panning and Project 10 Pan, Project 10 Uses, all of the things, I can't wait to film that update. Like, I'm looking at my list now and I'm like, I have done so well. I am so proud of myself. So the next video that went up was Glisten Cosmetics. Glisten Cosmetics brought out a mystery bundle, and I know that it's a risk that you take with mystery bundles. Sometimes you get a bundle and it's like all things that you will use, all things that work for your skin tone, all things that work for your colouring and the way that you like to do your makeup and all of that stuff. And then other times you get mystery boxes that are full of products that they're just trying to get rid of. I haven't used any of the products out of that mystery bundle. I don't think I will. Like a blonde mascara, not my vibe. not my vibe. I shouldn't have bought it, what it comes down to. I just should not have bought that mystery bundle. It just doesn't work for me. However, in that video I did buy 3 of the Chroma Magic liquid eyeshadows, and I haven't used, I got 3, but I haven't used the other one. I've used these 2, which is Phantom, which is this bluey to pink shift, and Telepathy, which is this pink, like iridescent, beautiful shift. The blue one stains like crazy. It looks incredible. I need to do a look with it. What I want to do is like pink blending into blue. Not completely dissimilar to what I've done today, but I do want to use these on video, so I will be doing that this month if I don't get another ailment, like I say. But I really, really love these. They are beautiful, but the blue does stain. I mean, obviously the blue is going to stain. It's a very, very intense amount of colour, and it's a very shifty colour, and the blue is like the base, and then the other colours are like shifting on top of it. So obviously it's going to stain, but it just didn't even cross my mind. I like put the product on the back of my hand and then got my brush to like blend it out, and I was like, and then wiping it off at the end, I'm like, oh, I've got a bruise on my hand now from the blue. It stained, but literally anybody who does makeup would have thought that it would. It's just me thinking that it wasn't going to. Then the next video that went up, I was testing a full face of Catrice makeup. So many of these products are like firm favourites now. Firstly, the Protector Hydrate and SPF Primer. I have been loving this because I had just finished my e.l.f. Glowy SPF. I was definitely in the market for a new sort of skincare makeup hybrid SPF product, and this has definitely filled the gap for me. I've really been enjoying it. It goes on and it almost just feels like a serum. It's so lightweight. If you have dry skin, girl, same. I have been loving it. My makeup always goes over the top of it really nicely. I haven't tried a foundation that hasn't worked with it yet. Now granted, I haven't tried every foundation, but I've really been enjoying this, and I love that it's SPF 30 as well, just for an everyday. If I'm spending a lot of time outside, I will put this SPF on underneath it, the Beauty Bay SPF 50. I will put that on as like a base layer to get that sun protection, but then I'll put this over the top because it's such a lovely skincare sort of primer. Really been liking that. On the other hand, really not been liking this, the bronzing cushion stick. Like, it's just so messy. I wouldn't have bought this if I knew that the packaging was going to be like this. I just wouldn't have, because and somebody else, it's not just me, somebody else commented under that video to say that theirs did the same. Like, you twist it, I'm not going to, because you twist it at the bottom, and then instead of this just like coming up through the hole, it shoots. It spits out at you and it lands wherever it wants to. And a lot of the time I do my makeup when I'm already dressed. So then I'd have to change my outfit because I'd have brown, bronzer, pooey little spots all over my dress. And I mean, good for you if you're happy going out like that, but I'm not. If I'm wearing a nice, you know, pink and green dress, I don't want brown spots all over it. Not my vibe. Then the blush lighter stick. Again, orange. It's orange. I have been like, I take my brush and sort of swirl onto the top of this, and I have sort of been getting more of the blush, a little bit less of the highlight. I don't know how well this is going to work when I start getting like an angle. I may have to like start chopping off the highlight side so that it like evens itself back up again. But again, I love the colour. It's so bright, but it's also, obviously it's like mixing in with that highlight. Beautiful. Blends beautifully, goes over everything, lasts really nicely. I don't find that I have to set it down. Like, the formula is like pigmented enough that I feel like it stays really nicely on my cheeks, and I don't have to powder over the top of it to make that colour stay. Been loving that. The mascara that I tested in that video, which is the Generation Joy coloured mascara in Real Rosewood, I have tried this over a black mascara. You can't really see it all that much, but what I think I'm going to enjoy or how I think I'm going to enjoy using this, is regular mascara on the lids and then using this on the lower lashes to like add that product onto the lower lashes so that you can see them, but so that the colour is like still there and like next to my eyes to add that warmth. I think that's how I'm going to use this mascara, just as like a lower lash for a certain type of look. It's not going to be an everyday because it is quite pink, but I do like the colour. I do just wish that it was perhaps a tiny little bit more brown, a tiny, like just a hair darker, so that I could wear it for an everyday, because when I was looking back at the footage from when and like editing it and everything from when I filmed that first impression, I just wish that it was a little bit darker and a little bit deeper so that it didn't look quite so much like I had pink eye, because it was, I mean, the name is Real Rosewood. Obviously you're gonna get that pink element, but it did just give a little bit of pink eye. And then for the foundation, I have continued to mix these two products together, which is the Invisible Cover Foundation Natural Matte Finish 16-Hour Comfortable Wear Hydrating, and I got this in 005W, which clearly is not my shade, so I have been mixing it in with the W7 Golden Glow drops, just to make my actual colour. And I have worn these for like full days at work, hot days at work, you know, in a hot sweaty kitchen, and it has lasted really, really nicely. So big fan of that foundation. Just really upset with myself that I picked completely the wrong shade. Then the next video that I wanted to talk about was your holy grail makeup products. I do think I'm going to do like an autumnal version of that because I went quite summery, but I'm definitely, I mean, I'm in a summer dress today. It's quite warm today, but I am 100% in autumn. So if you want to be involved with choosing my makeup products for perhaps an upcoming video, then be sure to follow me over on Instagram. It is just Millie Davison, the same as it is here, and I will be asking on my stories probably fairly soon for your holy grail makeup products for autumn. But the summer version of this, the foundation that was recommended to me was the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Foundation, and I got this in Soft Ivory. This is my perfect colour. It is glowy, but it's not too glowy. It's a really nice sort of soft glow that doesn't lean too sweaty, because I although I have dry skin, I like having quite a matte base and then add the glow where I want it. I don't want any glow like down the centre of my face. I don't want something that is too glowy. This is beautiful, and again, I've worn this for days at work and it really lasts very, very well. I hate the packaging. Hate the packaging with a passion. But product works really, really well. Can you buy a pump for this? Have I made that up? Is that something that you can purchase? Because like, I do feel like I'm hitting myself with a little shovel every time I apply that product. It's not cute. Then the Essence All About Matte Fixing Powder. When I tested this in that video, I used a little triangle puff and, you know, did that, and it came out so white and so brightening, let's say, and I really didn't like it. Did not look cute, didn't love. I have, however, since used this with a brush, the Made by Mitchell MF3. I've got a couple of these. This is the perfect size brush for like setting powder. In fact, let's do a little bit now. Just use a really, really small amount. I think I just used too much, and it sets everything down really nicely, but it doesn't leave that white under the eyes that it did in that first review video, because that was like the only product that I didn't love out of that video. But now I like it. It's not my favourite setting powder. I have others that I prefer. I have used this a number of times, including right at this moment, but I have been using it and I will use it up. I don't know if I would repurchase it. I wouldn't call this my holy grail. I know a lot of people do love that powder though. I think if you are oily, or if you get very oily throughout the day, you would love that powder. It's just too much for my dry skin. It's just too... It's just not my favourite. I have others that I prefer. However, new favourite blush. I mean, I've already mentioned two that I love, but the one that I cannot stop using is the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush. It's the one that I'm wearing today. Like, I cannot stop wearing it. This is in 07 Cool Coral. I don't feel like it is that cool. Like, it's definitely got a warmth to the glow. Like, when it catches the light, it's, I mean, I've got a highlight on as well, obviously, but I feel like when it catches the light, it's definitely got some sort of warmth to it. I love it. Cannot stop using it. I'm definitely eyeing up the other shades. And thank you to whoever it was that recommended this, because I simply love it. Love, love. Then the last product that I wanted to talk about from that video is the Beauty Crop BFF Brow Friends Forever. The teeniest, tiniest little brow gel. I use this before I do my brow pencil. If you don't know, I need a lot of help when it comes to my brows. I don't need the most intense hold. I don't need something that's really gonna like slick them up. That's not the look that I generally go for. But this on the brows first, let it completely dry, like while I do my foundation or something, and then I go in with my brow pencil. I can actually see where the gaps are and where I need help, which is everywhere. But it just makes it easier to see where I need to go in maybe a little bit more with a brow pencil, or I don't know. I've just really been enjoying using this before I go in with my pencil, and then I go in with my pencil, and then I go in with a tinted brow gel afterwards. If they brought this out in a tinted version with different shades, like not just a tint that is sort of a sheer tint that's gonna sort of just lightly cover your brow hairs no matter what your hair colour is. If they brought out like a blonde that was lighter and maybe like a gingery reddy shade and then a brunette and maybe even a black, if they did that, I would be all over it, because I've really been loving this. And it was Sarah, do you say Sarah or Sarah? S-A-R-A. I'm sorry if you're watching. Glitter Lips Beauty. Yeah, she recommended that one and I've been loving it. I go like that as if I'm wearing it today. I'm not, because I put it back in my drawer and I forgot about it. But I have really been enjoying that one like throughout this month. So the other products, so that's everything that like I tested throughout the month. And the other products that I wanted to talk about, I got sent forever ago. I got sent some products from Wonder Skin. I've got one that I love and one that I don't love. So let's talk about the one that I love first. The It's a Miracle 8-in-1 Hydra Gel Aqua Breaking Technology for face, neck and hands. Oh, I didn't realise that you could use this on your hands as well. But I have been loving this. It's the thinnest formula. Like if I just get a little bit out on the back of my hand, you might be able to see it comes out blue, like so scary, but it is the lightest gel that sinks into the skin so nicely. Like this underneath your SPF or something doesn't, it does have a very slight scent, I don't mind a slight scent, and it does sort of dissipate very, very nicely. But this underneath makeup is beautiful. It is like giving your skin a drink. And now that I've seen that that can be used on your hands as well, because I really suffer with eczema on my hands, that is going to be a beautiful hand cream because it's so lightweight. Like, it sinks straight in, like that's completely sunk into my skin now. But it is genuinely just like a drink. It's so, so nice. Then the other product that I wanted to talk about is the Wonder Blading lip mask, and this is in the shade Haley. If I show you it on the bottom of there, it looks like it should be like an orangey, corally sort of a shade. This showed up on my lips, and I have quite well hydrated lips currently. I'm really like I'm keeping up with the lip balm and, you know, putting a really nice thick layer of lip balm on before bed and waking up with juicy, plumped up lips. However, when I applied this and then wiped it off, it looked horrific. It was so bright, but bright like berry red. Like, I'm trying to find something on my table that's like the colour of it, but there isn't anything. It was like a berry red, but just in here and like in here, and then the rest of the lips it just completely wiped away, like no colour at all. Really, really did not like. And I definitely thought that that shade would be one that I would enjoy because it's like a corally orange on the label, but it absolutely is not. The other one that I have, what's that one called? XOXO? Have I made that up? I can't remember, but the other one that I have is just like a nudie pink, and it does last very, very well, and it doesn't grab in that awful way. And because it's a lip stain, it stayed looking like that all day long. I mean, I think I woke up the next day and it was still like a little bit darker, like in my lips. Absolutely not. So that is all of the products that I wanted to talk about today. That is everything. Huge Project Pan updates coming soon. Sorry, I shouldn't call it Project Pan because I don't want to spoil it, but I shouldn't call it Project Pan. It's Project 10 Uses, and I have also started, I think you'll have seen, yes, Project No Pan Left Behind. Also doing incredibly well. Also doing very, very well with that one. So all of that is to come. I have some really exciting videos coming up this month. Very, very exciting videos indeed. And yeah, October and December maybe, if I don't actually stop living. Because this month has been tough. But if you like this video, if you like these roundup videos, I do these every single month. So subscribe if you want to see more makeup reviews from little old me. I promise, health dependent, I promise to be posting more often than 3 times a week. I promise you 3 times a week. I will always do 3 times a week minimum. But I like to do more because I get overexcited about makeup. But if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe down below. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye.